Indemnity. Hey guys, Magnus here, bringing you another video. This one we're going to be doing a event idea, something we haven't done in a while. This is for a mini event, and it's going to be based on the episode titled Dumbbell Indemnity. I can say it. It's a word I struggle to say. I used to not be able to say certificate. It took me like 3 years to learn how to pronounce certificate. Sometimes I can't pronounce words generally because I can't pronounce them, not because I can't read. Sometimes I just can't read though. It's always a mix of both. It's either one or the other normally, but sometimes I generally just can't say words. Indemnity. I think I'm saying it right. Anyway, this is Yeah, so this is this is going to be an event based on this episode. So I think there's a fair amount of content in this. I definitely think it's got potential to be an okay event. I don't think it's going to be amazing, but I really like the episode. I think it's a fun episode. It's got some funny moments in it, and it would be cool to get Mo's car. I feel like I'm making this event just so we can put Mo's car in the game, and it's funny because I've actually made it premium, but I think it makes sense for it to be premium. So this is going to have 2 new characters, 1 new costume, and 2 new buildings, I think, or 3 new buildings. Yeah, 3 new buildings. Or I don't even know. We'll have to see how many buildings are in it. But yeah, this is an entire event based on this episode. Everything in this event is from the episode as well. Like, I've not taken something from another episode. It's all going to be based on that. So let's get into it. So first of all, we'll hit off with the store. So in the store, you're going to get Night Thief Homer with Mo's car. So you get Mo's car, which is here, this sort of crappy little car with the flower on it, and you're going to get Night Thief Homer. Is a costume for Homer. It's just him with black beanie on and a black black getup, black shirt, black pants, black shoes for 120 donuts. So it's not the most interesting of costumes, which granted, I know, but it's going to have a really, really cool animation, which we'll get onto. And there's a chance they could just add it as another animation for Homer, and I think I'd be okay with that, but I personally just would love if they actually added it as a entirely different skin, because sometimes I feel like Homer gets a bit bombasted with animations. He has a lot of animations, like the default skin of Homer, and sometimes, I don't know, I'm okay with a crappy skin as long as it has some cool animations. So, I mean, it is like crappy looking. So I'm going to go with this. Then we're just going to get Mo's Simpsons, which is a house skin for Mo's Simpsons house, which is a skin for the Simpsons house. It literally just is with the Mo's bar, and it's kind of keeping up with a little trend where they've got all these different Mo's in the game. Like, they have obviously a few costumes, and then they have like Uncle Mo's Family Fleabag, and they have it's like the Joe's one as well, like a bunch of Mo parodies, and this is technically fit into that, which I think would be kind of funny. So this little skin here, and then also as just a sort of throwaway premium character, not a particularly amazing character at all. He was literally in one scene, and I think he appeared in another, like in the background in another episode. But this is the police photographer for 60 donuts. So he is literally just the guy who takes the mugshots in the police station. I just think he has this kind of sass to him. He's like this kind of sassy sort of guy. I think they're trying to imply he's gay. I'm not sure, but I don't know. I think he'd be pretty interesting as a character if they could do something with him. And it's mainly also because I kind of would like some more police officers in the game. We've got over 300 characters and only 3 police officers. 4 if you count Rex Banner. 5 if you count J. Edgar Hoover, because I guess he's FBI, isn't he, or something like that. I don't know, it'd be kind of cool to get some more police officers in the game walking around. And also he can take pictures of drunk suspects to earn event currency. So not a massive character, but just kind of one you can get for 60 donuts, just something extra. And the event currency, the questline currency, is going to be the hippie flower, which is right here, the one that's on Mo's car, of course, as you can see there. So that's going to be the event currency, which I think makes sense. So here's my questline. It's not hilariously funny. It's not funny really at all. It's just kind of a basic questline or something they could, like a springboard idea that they could get off. So the boiler is breaking down in the Simpsons house. So you got to send Marge to soak up the water and send Homer to try and fix the boiler. Eventually you have to send Homer, Marge, Lisa and Bart to evacuate the house as the boiler is going to blow. Maybe like Homer's fixing it and he's smacking it and he's like it's going to blow, we need to leave. Meanwhile, as like a side little quest, which will turn into the main quest, the bar barflies are planning on changing their alcoholic ways. So there's going to be a thing where Mo's like, you know what, guys? You guys are drinking too much. I think I'm serving too much alcohol. We got to stop this. So you make the barflies drink their last drink, and you make Mo serve his last drink. Meanwhile, you can make the police photographer take pictures of them getting drunk or something or whatever. And Homer, of course, Homer can also be involved in the barflies thing. So the barflies thing will include, obviously, Lenny and Carl. It will return both Sam and Larry, so you can add them. It will also include Wiggum. I'm going to count him-ish. I mean, he's not really a massive barfly. I think Ruth, she's technically a barfly as well. I think she sometimes goes in that category. Or any others they can think of. They could probably bring back some characters if they were known as heavy drinkers. And then eventually you will unlock the exploding boiler with the flooding Simpsons house. So this is what it looks like. So you get this little boiler here. So it just sits in the town, really. These little tubes kind of go nowhere. They just maybe hang off the top. And then when you tap it, it kind of shakes and it blows with water. And then you'll also get a skin. So yeah, 2 skins for the Simpsons house. And I do realise that is kind of a bit crazy because we normally never get skins for the Simpsons house, and sometimes they are a bit useless. And I agree, sometimes they are a bit useless because you most of the time you put it back to the default. But I think it would be kind of cool to get both of them. So it's literally just the Simpsons house with water just gushing out of it, out of this side of it. I don't know. I just think it'd be really funny to see and a really nice kind of skin to have in there. And then as the Simpsons are waiting for the house to be repaired, they go to the park. So you make the Simpsons go to the park. You can make, maybe it's like time /3, so you only have to send 3 of them. And at the same time, you have to make barflies find new hobbies. And then, make Simpsons shop for picnic stuff. That's the task. So they'll just go to the Quickie Mart for that. And then you unlock the roller skate booth, which is right here. It's just a little booth here. Probably wouldn't have the guy in it. And this will be a building. And yeah, I know it's not a great building, but I think it's fine as a building. It just earns cash. And the little thing is providing injuries to couples is the little building quest line, whatever you want to call it, building thing. Homer doesn't want to go to the stupid picnic. He makes a big fuss about it. So he goes to Moe's instead. But Moe and the others are gone. So he's like, where have they gone? I can't drink. Meanwhile, the barflies put on their skates. Maybe there can be some funny little dialogue there between Lenny and Carl and Moe and all that. And also you make Moe put on skates as well. And you make Homer wait hopelessly wait at Moe's. Make Homer wait hopelessly wait at Moe's. That doesn't make sense, but whatever. And then you make Marge get mad and make the barflies put on their skates. And this will unlock the police cruise ship. So right here. This will actually be a building. And it will basically just be the ship, the cruise ship, connected to the little port here. And with this little port, it will be the same tiles as the boardwalk in Tapped Out. So it will maybe end here, and you can connect it with the other boardwalk. So obviously you'd have to place it in a particular position, but it basically would have this sign here, Police Moonlight Charity Cruise, and then it would have the boat just docked. And it would act as a building. So you'd have to place it on the boardwalk, you have to place it in the sea, but you can connect to the boardwalk so it actually doesn't look stupid. It makes sense, and it actually looks like it's just a docked ship. And and the quest line, whatever you want to call it, is spotting crimes while sailing the sea. So that's what you'll unlock. And then after that, Homer gives up until he hears from Wiggum about drinks being on the cruise. The barflies think the cruise will be a good way of stargazing and forgetting about alcohol. So you'll make Homer drink on the cruise, he'll just be gushing his alcohol, and you make the barflies attend the cruise. So they'll attend the cruise, and then of course this will unlock Springfield travel. So selling cheap holidays to dangerous locations. So it's just literally this red building with the Hawaii poster in the thing. It's a really bland looking building, to be quite honest with you, but they may as well throw it in there. The barflies can't resist the drinks on the boat, and they get drunk with Homer. Marge confronts the drunk Homer and is angry. Moe is mad at himself and everyone else, but is proud they managed to come this far. They'll do a little joke about it. I think that could be kind of funny. And they plan to go on a holiday retreat with them all. So you make Homer suffer his hangover, make Marge yell at Homer, make barflies pick holidays, and this will unlock Renee. with the flower cart. So this is the little flower cart, nothing particularly interesting, just a little decoration. I kind of miss the days when they added characters with buildings, so I'm going to throw this in, this little tiny decoration with Renee. And, oh, gone a bit too far. Yeah, so I want them to be some resolution with Homer and Marge. Homer apologizes and he reluctantly goes on the picnic thing. That could be a little quest line as well in the end. Maybe that could be the last thing you do. But then there's also going to be the resolution of the barflies thing is you make Mo ditch the holiday idea when he meets up with Renee again. So you make the barflies get drunk to kind of swerve their sorrows. They're gonna get drunk, and then you maybe make Mo reunite with Renee, and you make Homer and Marge make up or something. Makeup sex, no, just makeup. Yeah, so those are the prizes, of course, you saw them. Anyway, moving on. So we got the building skins and the quest line. So I just threw this together. I've got no character quest lines, but I do have the tasks for the characters. I couldn't be bothered to make the character quest lines, to be honest. Anyway, but Mo's on tour, so Mo's is shut down, so Homer offers his home as a temporary location. Make Mo serve drinks at Homer's for 8 hours, make Homer get drunk for 8 hours. And then eventually Marge gets mad with all the mess. Flanders offers his bar as a solution, so you make Mo pack up and move to Flanders, make Homer clean up for 12 hours. That'll literally be it. Traveling cheap. This is the Mo's on tour is the name of this thing, and then traveling cheap is the one for the Springfield travel. So Homer wants to go to a fancy location with Marge for a great getaway. Not a great getaway. Make Homer and Marge look at holidays. Marge tells Homer they can't afford it, but notices there is a competition to win a trip to Hawaii. Make Homer and Marge enter the competition, and then they find out they lose. Some little funny thing where the squeaky voice teen or something comes out and it's like, yeah guys, you lost. I don't know, maybe they didn't do it right. I don't know. Or maybe it was like cutest couple and they're like, you're not the cutest couple, you're like the worst couple we've seen. I don't know. Anyway, Wiggum in the Moonlight. So, Police Moonlight Charity Cruise. This is the one for this, the cruise ship. I think this is going to be a little cute one. So, Chief Wiggum is preparing the cruise and is planning to propose to Sarah to obviously renew their vows, or again, I'd say remarried, but renew their vows. So you make Wiggum propose to Sarah again, 6 hours. Sarah's so happy, and Wiggum proposes a church, but Sarah wants to save money and suggests they just get married at sea. So you make Sarah and Wiggum get remarried on the cruise. Just be like, I want to save money, all right, Wiggum? Like, Clancy, this is cute, but I mean, like, let's be honest, I don't want to spend too much money, so let's just use this cruise. And then here's the quest line. The quest lines, the tasks for the characters. So you got Homer. And like I was talking about the cool animation. So jump out and destroys Mo's car for 16 minutes. So you'll place Mo's car, and then when you activate this task here, Homer gets in the car, he drives it around Springfield, and then maybe every 10 seconds, he jumps out, does a little roll, like, so he's driving the car around. This little rock will spawn, or that big rock he kind of glides over. That will spawn in just, I don't know where, on the road, I guess. And then Homer will jump out of the car, roll back into the car like he does in the episode, and that will be animation. And he'll actually be driving the car around, and it will act similarly to the other decorations. Where there's another car that lets you do that. It will just be gone from that space, and you just can't move it. Or you can move it, but you can't like put it in storage while the animation's still going. And make excuses at dinner for 4 hours. That will be in the Simpsons house. Create plans for 6 hours. For 6 hours, that will be at Mo's. Drive around Mo's car for 8 hours. This will be literally just him driving around in Mo's car, and it will have him in the seat. I just think that would be a cool animation to see. Nothing much more to say about it. I just think it would be really cool if we could actually see Homer driving around Springfield, even if it is in Mo's car and not his own car. Serve time for 12 hours, that will be in the penitentiary, and an escape jail for 24 hours, that will also be in the penitentiary, or possibly the Springfield police station. Either one's fine. And then we have Renee. So roller skate, and this will be with Mo, and that will be for 60 minutes. It will be an animation of her and Mo roller skating around Springfield, which of course they did in the episode. Attend police cruise for 4 hours. This will be her inside the police cruise thing, of course. Sell flowers for 8 hours. This will be her like she did in the episode, like just offering a flower to Mo, but obviously without Mo. So just her sort of offering the flower out. Just constantly. Dine at Gillard Truffle with Mo. I miss the days where we go to Gillard Truffle, you know? I know I spelt it wrong there, but Gillard Truffle. But yeah, just her going to Gillard Truffle. Worth know. It's a cute little day. And then check out Ideal Holidays for 24 hours, of course, over at the Springfield Travel. So all the buildings will be permanent, apart from, I guess, Skate Rental. That won't be. That won't have anyone who can go in there permanently, unfortunately. And then we have the photographer. So growl at suspects for 60 minutes. It'll be him, doing his little purr thing he's doing there. 10 police crews for 4 hours. Again, another character who can go there permanently. Print mug shots for 6 hours. This will be at the police station. Take mug shots for 8 hours. This will be him with his camera, kind of doing little poses, trying to take pictures, like taking pictures of no one really, just him kind of there taking pictures in the town. Try new angles for 12 hours. Will be in the police station, and then browse for a new camera for 24 hours. I don't know where this could actually be, that's a difficult one. I was going to say Quickie Mall, but that wouldn't make much sense. Maybe Springfield Mall, but then that's not really a permanent building in the game. Like, it's a limited time thing. Yeah, I don't know, actually. That's a difficult one. I'm not sure. I didn't really think that one through. I guess it could always just be in the police station or the Brown House or something like that as a compromise, but who knows. But anyway, that is it for Dumbbell Indemnity event idea. Yeah, tell me your thoughts on it. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you love it? Do you think it's amazing? And yeah, I'll see you next one. Goodbye.